Yes, I'm definitely recording this. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some Zen then.
Okay,
You fucker.
I'll do a recap for the recording. So Caltonus tries to go fast. He messes it up, which is okay. You should just hit it. Or, and otherwise, all I can say is you just gotta hit it. But you just roll with it if it doesn't work out. And from this point on in the mid, they're walking up Valley. There's two players on the right who are really isolated from their team. But we only have like one player really looking in that direction for a while. Zanzibar just starts looking over there. On the left, here we have Wig jumping onto the high left, and Brown Sugar's trying to shoot left as well. So our team is really split on whether we're going to take the fight hard left into their whole team, where it's like a 5v4, or if we're going to go right and kill these two players or try to deal with them in some way first. So already there's just a bad like coordination issue here, and it kind of stems from a comms thing, where like we need to have more of a plan at the beginning of the mid about what's gonna happen, like what we're gonna do, because here like there just needs to be a strong, firm call to either rotate right and deal with these things first, and then worry about this later, or to go hard left and like take the fight into them with your soldier bombing, and then you guys walking into them, trying to crunch them. Okay. So I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards, but it's probably gonna be really messy because the fight is so split. Our brand gets like a random kill in the demo, which is great, but we're still down two players and we need to like reposition to put ourselves in a better spot to either win the mid or just like leave entirely, because we still have this issue over here on the right where we can get pinched, right? Um, so Danny kills the mid. I don't know where Danny wants to do that, but
Tetris
we get
underneath the
bombed in the
count.
choke because we're just like standing in a bad spot. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't really matter where Danny is. I'm just saying, uh, we die here because we're just like in a bad spot. You're really sandwiched in the choke with these walls all around you. It's like kind of a box, so your med wasn't really a great spot. Your med needs to be like back here, near like the grassy area, where at least like um, if you do surf, like you immediately want to surf like to the between the this wall here and the fence. You gotta go out that way, and then somewhere on second, right? And your team should already be pretty close to you, like ready to immediately hold S and kill that guy who's on you. You guys can't be like in between trying to fight what's forward, um, or trying to hold S to like kite out. You need to pick one. Either go in forward, hold, like play the shed, or like play like an actual side of the mid, and be together, more committed to a side of the mid, or just like out really hard. Because let me just tell you right now, or normalize the idea of like killing their med and like maybe even trading some players on both sides, but like bailing out when you kill the med and you want to protect yours. That's okay, especially when you start things be down some players. Um, you could literally just back up the second and then play the ad from there. It's honestly better that way if you can't find a way to like instantly get some picks back and then like just stay on mid. Okay,
Got it.
like you want that game state there more than to force that quote unquote advantageous fight, because it's only advantageous in terms of heal ad, but not in terms of like actual positioning and like the classes and like um, yeah, actually pretty much just a positioning, because
Yeah.
you have too many different things to shoot at, so it's actually going to be very difficult to pull off when things start walking at you. Like a good team will just crunch you for that. Um, who ends up having his mid dies, or and that's okay. We still end up coming back to mid and generally having control of it. It seems so. Here, you're just gonna edge until you actually get the heals. If they're not there in time, then you just hold on to the point and make sure that they can't gap again. See here, they're trying to force their way in. So I really like that Caltonis bombs here. They should not be getting their way in for free, especially because your med is finally here. So your demo is in a position to try and like spam as they come in. Your soldier bombs. I think your other soldier, in the meantime, should be ready to either do some kind of supportive bomb based off that, or at the very least spam very hard. But I would ideally when they're gonna come into mid on Sunshine, you have one soldier like on the roof of Cafe, and the other one's on the bell tower. So when I play Pocket Soldier especially, I'd always be on bell tower. My other soldier would always be on the roof or some other kind of sack spot,
I
or
jumped
spot where
from
they can get
Bell.
confident.
I'm in the air.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
You're good. What the targets you land on though are the next thing I have to critique. So like, um, if you realize here that he gets these kills and like you can't clean it up immediately, it would be nicer if you can, instead of landing like really deep behind, you land on something that's like way more forward and closer to your team, because your team can like easily work off of that damage that you're doing, um, and or it's like more valuable to your team. Like from your team's perspective, if you kill these guys in the back or like trade out with them, maybe just like I think you only realistically trade out with one, maybe if you hit a good rocket. Um, these two guys like probably leave unless your team in the front is able to like catch up to them. Or if you guys are really healthy, or maybe you actually don't even get these kills because they were so healthy. Your team still has like so much to deal with in the front. I still think they'll leave, but um, they just have too many things to shoot at in the front. If you land on like this soldier here first, at one he's just the more obvious, more free pick. And two, the space that your team has like right in front of them is free immediately. And because your team is like honestly not that close or not ready to go forward, they're not ready to like help you crunch. So if your team's not ready to like help crunch, you can't be landing like too far away from them most of the time, because they're not gonna be able to support you or work off of whatever you're doing right away. So it's better to try and like live or land on a target that you still think you can live off afterwards. So
Okay.
Caltonis's bomb already did a lot of the work. You could have done more by just living and at least having like one soldier alive. Because now if I was on the other team, I'd be like, okay, now they're down two soldiers. Also, this scout just fucking fed. So this team is down two soldiers. Um, Either we're going to like do something really aggressive on second, they try to sack or something like that, or just pressure really hard when our heals are here, or we just do something now. So I still like the decision you guys take here to just go second. And just I think Choke is okay. I would honestly rather like Valley, but Choke is okay if you like have the right people walk in first and like maybe even beat a just a little bit, check the traps and everything. Uh, Obviously no traps there because the demo's dead, but just in case, because it'd be so stupid if you got forced there. All right, taking our ad, getting a sort of getting spots in, but like you're technically telegraphing really hard. So this is still okay. If you decide to use, you gotta call the cross or just play the point insta. Looks like you call the cross here, which is fine. When you cross, um, you instantly gotta like start shooting things if there's still like a bunch of players on that side, and get those picks and crunch with your flank players, so that like when you end on that side, you actually have space. Let's say that you end and you don't get these picks, you're probably still fighting, so you're in like a really scary position because with Ubers, you put yourself in positions that would be scary, but because you have the Uber, it's not, right? So if this Uber ends and you don't have these players killed by then, you're gonna have a problem because these players are gonna come out of the spawn. These guys are still gonna be alive. So one side of these players, or maybe even both, are gonna start doing damage in the post, and you guys are still gonna be looking like towards one side or the other, right? So you don't want that to happen. What you want is you want picks, you want control of a side, and you want the team that's like the rest of the players that are still alive to come out and take the other side so that you actually have like a whole side to work with rather than just being crunched on the last because of a bad Uber. So here you end up getting some picks. It's a little bit chaotic. Would like the picks to go out a little bit sooner. I think like the focus fire should be obvious on who you should shoot less here, but you still get it anyway, in like just about okay time. Um, your scout's beating the point, so that's great. The soldier's going to be baited to jump the point insta, so your pocket scout and really just the rest of your team should be looking to kill those people instantly. But I just don't like how split our combo is here. This to me just tells me we have like two completely different ideas. So if you're gonna play with, you know, like over time, we just need to be on the same page of like, crossing and like ending on the same side. And the only way to do that in real time is to communicate and also like in review, kind of clear that up with each other. Like, okay, we're either gonna cross or we're just gonna play this side, and I'm gonna trap this spawn, and you're gonna play point and shit like that. Right now, our demo is like literally the first person that the other team sees if they walk into the spawn, and he's gonna get like fucking assaulted. So, uh, okay, never mind. They don't go his side anyway. They actually turn and go to the other way. He still dies though, because he's like literally on the point, and you guys are playing away from the point, right? Like trying to kill the people who are going for it. Your demo should be playing with you guys, like shooting whoever walks up the point, and your pocket scale when they're healthy and ready to do it, like in a coordinated fashion, walking up, getting cap time, baiting. Your soldiers should be ready to jump those people as well, or even just jump across right away and stuff the people who are trying to walk out. So yeah, you shouldn't have lost that push, but due to like bad execution, um, you end up you know walking away with a full disad. Probably probably going to hold mid here unless you get like a nice force here. Yeah, your flanks is going kind of wacky mode. Um, you're really not set up well here to do anything. Um, like your combo especially. Although I know like your meds is just like still rolling out. I would at least appreciate like a high bomb here or something. I thought this is in a awkward position. Um,
You're good.
okay. So I think it's okay to leave Haltonis to do his play if he's already stuck behind. You don't want more people to feed here unless you get like some really good opening. But obviously it's a lot more ideal if when they're walking into second, if you have like your combo set up near cafe, um, and you're flank spotting like over here, or if your like combos like here in valley, or sorry, yeah, here in valley, and your flank is somewhere else, like ready to bomb, like or something like that when they come in. I think it was a bit of a spawner kind of issue. Honestly, it's not totally your fault, but those are like when they walk out second there, it's like one way you should look to pressure at least a little bit. I mean, that's literally any point, but when I think of second, like there's two defaults immediately that come to mind that I just talked about. So okay, they don't really get anything with this, so I like this decision to try and come back in and punish them for it. When they're okay, and the thing is, when you're walking back in, it should be pretty clear, like already, if you want to use, or, sorry, more like it should be pretty clear already what your options are, or like what your protocol is. That's what I meant to say. Like, what is your protocol when you walk back in, and you analyze what's going on, and you try to decide what you want to do with your Uber from there, right? So I don't want to see like when we're walking out of the cafe, like our demo, just like wasting spam and stuff. Like if we haven't confirmed exactly like if the combo is catchable, because we need to figure out when we walk out and look where they are. Are they catchable with the Uber, or are they too far away and we should just mill? Okay, those are the two things you have to ask yourself every time you walk back in like this. So our pocket scout should be like really should be giving like a lot of feedback about this constantly, like exactly what they see, and be ready to call instantly if they want to go. Same with the demo. Demo's got to be ready to like go instantly if you guys want to do that. Um, I would say it it definitely depends on the situation sometimes, but if they're on the point and you're already walking into the choke, you should use because that's catchable. Like that's catchable territory. So if you can think of that distance, um, that should equal catchable. Another example is kind of like this, where like they're leaving valley. So let's say that you guys bomb and your pathing wasn't ass, uh, then you could still bomb your demo pretty deep with your scout following up just in time to like get your demo to put sticks behind them, like behind the valley door, or before they're able to leave through Valley, and then you crunch them as your scout comes in, and hopefully you don't have a soldier here, but you can still crunch these two players here that you're like walking at, right? Um, what sucks is that the pathing is really shit. So when you guys come out, you don't have this protocol in mind to spot like where's their combo. So you don't have that like ability to call immediately to use and like bomb in or just milk it. Um, if you somehow already saw through Cafe that they were too far away, I think getting these players that are right in front of you and getting those picks first is great. Like that is the right thing to do. But if you spot that they're like catchable, you normally want to come out the right side of Cafe, and that way your demo can bomb like from somewhere from around here, and your scout is instantly hugging the wall like to catch your demo out here, right? Obviously, demo needs to make sure not to bomb too deep, or you guys can even catch up to him. But I digress. Okay, what you're walking away with here is still not bad. They're still catching. Okay, what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. I would say when the Uber starts to get to like this point, you need to start considering to turn around and get the other kills that are still, fighting your flank players or whatever. Or if there are any kills to get behind, because chances are when you keep chasing like this, if you don't have the players in positioning immediately, you put yourself in a bad position to just get salvaged immediately. So I don't want to be fighting from here. If I'm you, if I'm about to end,
I'm
I would
back,
have been
by the way.
turning around already. Welcome back. I would have been turning around already and like making sure, okay, are there any kills to get behind, and are we in a good position to like get those kills and protect my medic? Check. Okay, we're good. Like, um, so yeah, that was a really scary way to end there. I'm not gonna lie. Also, we lost our demo for that because we were just chasing like so hard. I'd say like around here, I would already be considering to end and just like walk back out, especially if we weren't able to chase like super deep already, like instantly in lower. Okay, they just walk back out and feed here, so you punish them for that. That's great. In situations like these, oh, you didn't get the free pick up right. You honestly could. Either door is fine here. Honestly, either door is fine. If their demo was live there, though, you guys should go left insta and pressure point. Make sure to get people to like bait fighting the point. Then you kill those people who are getting baited towards the point. And then you go back on the cap when after you kill them. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Because once you get those kills like staggered out, the spawners who come in don't make they're in a shitty situation too, where they also have to like come in and just feed for point. Um, and they don't have like other players to work with. So hopefully everything has been comprehensive so far. I don't know if you guys have any questions, but
This is good. Just keep rolling.
okay.
If I have anything, I'll stop you.
Okay. All right. You go to Valley, so you originally want to go left on the mid. Cool. This time, our whole team is on the same page. Um, and I really like that. Our demo's so far forward. Holy shit. Is he even trying to like back up to your medic? Come on, man.
Good shit there,
Alright.
saving his life, sweet potato.
Yeah, he was really lucky to live there. Okay, after you guys get that pick, you, you know, you can keep rotating. Probably want to, like, sort of. Okay, actually, no, this rotation is okay, but like, you still just need to get bowed immediately. So this is just. You guys should be chilling, like, like, Wiggy's fine over here in the choke, and Caltonis could just be on the shed or, like, behind the shed, or on this wall. Just making it super easy to get bowed, and then you guys can start doing things again on the mid. And then if Brown Sugar is like still holding W by why you guys are still getting healed, it's his fault. But you guys need to communicate like our soldiers are low, like we need bows or like we can't do anything, something like that, right? And
Yeah.
that's the signal to like be really careful on the rotation. And that's also the signal for Sweet Potato to like stop what he's doing and just get the bows out when they're ready. So yeah. Because the rotation gets really fucked up when people just start like going absolutely like they're just like keep rotating, keep rotating, keep rotating. Like
Yeah.
we already have a pick here, but let's at least make sure that we're healthy and then we're fighting like a team, so we can actually take advantage of the 6v5. You don't take advantage of the 6v5 if you just keep holding W with like really bad um positioning and just like bad health, like economy overall, because you start to turn yourself into free kills and give up that advantage by just playing poorly. So, all right, I suppose decide to bomb. I kind of like that, but we need to walk across here. We're not ready to walk because we're so weak. All right, awesome. And then we eat even more damage as we walk up. That sucks.
I got mine.
Well,
I kind of
I
on
really
this
think if
one.
your players could take less damage or be better at taking less damage, it's a skill. So it's not like I'm not even like trolling you guys by saying this or being like, oh, it's so easy, just take less damage. I mean, like, I feel like there's not a great excuse there where our combo walking up there couldn't have done a better job of like just trying to soak up less damage, especially because you guys gotta be aware that like, isn't it really obvious every time you see a team like walking in terms of a certain direction, like, and they're about to hit that ramp or that like one timing on the mid, like, oh, right here, this is where I'm gonna shoot my rocket or my sticky, and they're gonna walk right into it.
Yeah.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
You guys, you have the same thing. Like you're in the same game. You need to be very careful when you go and do that. That you're finding a good timing to dodge that projectile yourself, or just like just not even like see one completely because you're either too fast or just at a good angle where they can't really do that to you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
for the people who are walking on the ground and doing that, if you're already like pretty tanked and like only one of you are taking like that projectile, okay, that's fine. That's not really gonna stop your push or rotation very much. But when two or three of us are doing that at the same time and just eating shit like shit, then yeah, you're not gonna have a great time like supporting your bombs and stuff like that, or like even having good damage trades because you're just not spreading out very well, not like pacing yourselves very well to set yourselves up for better damage trades in the first place. You know what I mean? So even like the way you path on the rotations matter, and then the timing that you do it. I'm always when I'm rotating, I'm always paying attention to the other team and like their angle towards me, especially from the demo, to be honest. So like I'm on the ground, like charging my stickies across, trying to look for what kind of timings I can abuse as well for my stickies and my pipes and stuff. And if I'm a scout, I'm trying to like beat the timing so that I can like fight for that space or abuse someone who's like really far forward. Oh, we are really all over the place right now.
I didn't even know I got bombed there. That was honestly fucking troll.
Yeah,
This whole segment on 2 is so fucking dumb.
this is a little derp.
Well, both our scouts just die in lobby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zan-
He wasn't in lobby. I just took a pipe from a demo spamming on bat, and then I died to his roller because I couldn't get an arrow, and I was standing
Demo
in a
man.
bad spot.
Yeah.
Still
I
got
don't know
that
what happened to
flame
Danny.
mentality, honestly.
Look, our default like thought process here, right, can be like, okay, yeah, he's gonna peek shutter, but just go lower, right? It's a team. Okay, this guy gets in. Let's. Yo,
I think I was
wow.
trying to get arrow
Why did
there.
you not arrow your scout? Oh my lord. Like what? That is still okay. That's really.
Oh yeah, that one's on me.
That's wow. All right. Like what else can be said? Like just hit the arrow.
Wiki kept moving.
Well, I was kind of still in the fight. I couldn't jump, and I wasn't expecting to get healed there because I was trying to counter spam the demo.
You guys have to make these decisions on your own sometimes. Where like it's really hard to be perfect in this like specific argument when shit like this happens where some like a couple of people needed bows and there's like spam going out, so people trying to dodge. But I don't know. I saw like 3 bows go out. I'm shocked you didn't at least give one to your scout because your scout with that bow, even like though he's like right up to your face, would have been close to full HP, and then after he gets that bow, he probably would have started moving, um, because he would just be expected to get beamed after that, right? So he wouldn't have died to that roller. So just by like natural consequence, like if you
I know, it was
had a
dumb.
bow earlier, I just
but I wanted to hit the bow on Wiggy
Come on, man.
out of principle.
If I knew that
Look
soldier
at that.
bombs me there too, like I think me and Cal just win at least the soldier duel there. I'm so pissed.
I was just by my scout there. I don't even know how to explain the priority there. I'm gonna be honest. It's just
I know the priority.
like
I just
like
wanted to
especially
bow Wiggy.
especially okay.
I know it's
I literally give up on players if they keep moving and I miss like 2 arrows on them. Also, it's like if I hit 1 arrow and he's about to take damage, I'm not gonna give him another arrow. Like I'm expecting him to jump immediately with the arrow and then go get a pack.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of same thing like oh my god, fucking Teeth did this once. It made me so annoyed. So there was one time where like we were about to have like an exchange through Valley, or sorry, so they were coming into us, we were on mid, right? And we're holding kind of close to Valley. They come Valley, Teeth is on like the ledge, spamming and kind of stuff them. And Coin did a really good job of using not only on our scout for the exchange, but like flashing Teeth. Teeth's 40 HP at this point. All Teeth is supposed to do here when like they're exchanging in front of us Valley, it's like a pretty even exchange. I think we get a pick. Is to jump out with the flash and just go get a pack, or maybe just wait for the bow after. Instead, Teeth hogs all the fucking Uber at like 50 HP, and we're like literally begging Teeth. Like Coin said it before I even said it, but he was telling Teeth to jump away because the Uber was like the exchange was worse because instead of our soldiers jumping away and then us putting it back on our scout to like make them fear and like I walk in behind and like maybe even catch them out there, we just hold like a lot of the Uber on our soldier because they're just standing there like a fucking whale and doing absolutely nothing because they're aware of the fact that if they jump in, they're immediately dead in the post because they're only like what 80 HP or less. So same thing with bows. I would just end it all. If my soldier kept moving there, I'd just be like, dude, I give up on you. Just I'm either gonna have to drop you or you just have to take this one bow. Like trust, take this one bow and jump out. Okay, like what is going on in lobby?
This is a fuck. Oh my god.
Why didn't we just leave the last? I don't even know why.
There was a call to recommit because we're. I don't know. It was a brown sugar call, I think. And
Yeah, who's your main caller, or who's supposed to be your main caller?
so tonight,
Zanza?
yeah, Zanza's, but this is his first time on Pocket Scout.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's kind of rough because we had 2 tryouts and Zanza's like I don't even know how many games I played with Zanza on Pocket Scout. Less than 10. So
I played with him yesterday when I was drunk on Pocket Scout, and that was literally it.
Yeah.
That's like been my only experience in Pocket Scout. So Brown Sugar was co-calling with me. He was on this map especially. He was calling a lot of the shots. Yeah, I definitely need to be calling more decisively and more.
I think if you want after this, we can look at a VOD from my team, and you can listen to how Sears main calls, because I rank for a couple main teams, or like IM teams, and I just want to blow my brains out because their main caller is just like so non-existent compared to what I'm used to, and I
It
think
really-
a good example.
Yeah, I would love that.
it really makes or breaks the game for me.
It's not everything there. I'm just like when I see shit like that in lobby, it's partially like an individual thing where like if you guys are weak there and even though there's a kind of recommit, you should already be like, okay, but if I recommit and there's clearly no good fight going on, I'm just gonna insta feed with nothing in return. Like no, there's gonna be no follow up. I can't even get anything. Like I'm like 80 HP. So everybody should already been leaving, like pathing to leave. The way everyone split up was like what really killed me because it was clear that there was like a complete disarray in what was actually supposed to be happening. And it didn't seem like people prioritized like calling up-to-date information on how recommit was actually going to be really bad. So, yeah, I think it's harder for you guys to make that decision on your own at the current moment of like experience and like just like knowledge of the game. So it's okay to make that mistake, but I'm just pointing out like what I see, you know. Okay, so this time we're going right. I kind of like this. Yeah, once you're going cafe, so you're kind of setting up for a crunch if possible. Um,
I
I was
fucking duked on that soldier on Bill.
what I don't like here is like you have a okay when you're meeting the team, right? You need like some kind of equal amount of pressure to like contest this, right? When they bust through on you here, it's really bad unless you already have like a setup where like let's see like Wiggy's up here and he's ready to instantly spam down and Caltonus is like bombing them at the same time. So then their walk across is actually completely fucked and then like Brown Sugar shooting across and like your Pocket Scout Zanza is shooting what's right in front of them, making sure it's not getting on their combo. You know what I mean? So like we're not even meeting properly here, and I have no clue why our flank scout is like a mile away.
This is a funny look. This is a funny frame to look at, honestly.
It's what you need to see to understand like how you're not executing things properly. Like
Yeah.
so, let me go back. Like I think it's like this much.
Brown Sugar calls the pipe on that soldier that jumps up. I watched him jump, so I just counter jumped him immediately to knock him down.
Let's see. Well, okay. Already, I don't like the way Brown Sugar is playing this mid, like as a demo player. He's like holding W into this grassy area. The longer he commits to this angle, the more likely, if this demo is not stupid, right? The more likely like he's gonna get this like angle trapped off. So Brown Sugar's only way of getting out is to immediately bail and play towards his medic like he's already supposed to be doing, and, like playing back here, or like try to jump over this staircase like really the long way around. Probably still get tagged by a good sticky, or just like be a fucking psycho and walk all the way around up here like this. So your demo is already like. I also hate this because like if he's going choke, he's already never gonna be fully healthy. So to be doing this and already 100 HP is just like so insane. He's eating like bad damage for it too. I like really hate the way he's playing it right now.
Cause I'm just here. I just got 300.
Wait. I know. Just chill. I haven't stopped. So the other thing I don't like is when you guys come to the mid. Okay, it seems like you're kind of set up to play right. You have Caltonis coming to cafe here. He's like completely chilling. Your demo is still in the right area at the very least, right? Wiggy here is jumping up to the bell tower. I think it's like sort of okay, although I probably would. Yeah, it's probably okay. But I need Zanz, I need you to like, you need to stand on the shit immediately in the mid, and if you see them holding W like across, you got to be the one to shoot the first thing that's forward, like the furthest thing forward, just to pressure
Yeah,
them, right?
but right now, like it's a scout, so I saw that and I was like, I was running at him. I didn't.
This guy,
Yeah,
but he's
because
not
I
gonna go
from
too
from my
far.
perspective, I just saw him just like by himself.
Yes, but
Uh,
okay, like right here, as soon as you see him turn around, is when you change targets, because like it's not just the fact that um you already he's like walking away. He turned his back to you, which is like oh my god, he's so stupid for that. I don't even know why he's doing that. He's getting the full beam on him, and he's turning his back to the fucking like non-beam scout. I don't. Dude, these players are incredible. But as soon as you see them do that, he's not a threat anymore. But well, actually, it's not even that. It's more like now if you actually want to kill him, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hold W and chase him all the way around this Tetris and leave your whole team, like just completely ignore your whole team, kill like a fully beam scout? No, like you're just gonna do as much as you need here to pressure him, because there's other things to be worrying about. You need to be worrying about, okay, once this guy is backed off, is there somebody else who's pushing up and looking at my combo? That's a way bigger threat. Boom, right here to your left. This demo. He's actually a free kill, but he's a threat if nobody looks at him. So if you turn around and instantly look at him, you would have been shooting him, or you would have seen the soldier that's bombing up, and I think you should be shooting that guy immediately, and then Wiggy shoots this demo. Okay. And
Okay.
Brown Sugar should also be like shooting this demo as well. Your medic should also not be like far back to the wall like this. It should be like a little bit closer to the shed and like ready to play around this grassy area, or even like jumping on the shed and doing some like movement shit. But this positioning is just like so all over the place for us. Wiggy does a great job dropping on that demo there. That's perfect. That's what I'd love to see. We're alone dealing with the soldier, but okay, thank God he doesn't get like a good angle on your medic. What I was really scared about with that bomb from the soldier is him getting right on top of your medic with no one to help him, but he fucked it up, and your demos kind of burned him. So you guys clean him up. You still walk away from the mid like scot-free. Someone Caltonis dies, which is really funny, because I would have.
I got mad.
That's really good, but
Danny and
I was kind of
Caltonis walked him
expecting
down.
more. I still was a little sketch about Danny being over here, but I think what was a bigger problem there was really like the combo has to be all of you guys who are here have to understand what you're supposed to do there on the right better. Unfortunately, Brown Sugar's not here, but I don't know. Maybe he's here later. He can take away from my advice. But yeah. Okay. So now we're in a good position again here. We have Ad. Okay.
This is the
We
brown
already have a
sugar
problem.
special this game, bro.
The Brown Sugar special? Okay, well. What the fuck happened here?
I think brown sugar calls the U's, and I don't really know. I'm gonna be real.
I really think you
We were talking about going lower, I think.
No, he
Yeah,
called
he's
top
supposed
right
to
because he
be
was
somewhere
fighting them.
there.
But then at some point, we swapped to top right. And I just hear
It's
someone
well, it's a
yelling,
comms issue. It's a comms issue because okay, you guys need to start like you know how Ubers work, okay? But this is gonna be a like I keep saying the word execution, right? It's gonna be a really long game of like cleanly and consistently getting down like the whole transitional period into getting through lobby, into knowing where you're going, like spotting, and then reacting based off the information you're getting or the plan that you have, okay? So what you guys should already be thinking of here before you even have gotten into lower lobby is like, okay, we want to use this ad, right? So where do we want to use this door? Either you're going to call prematurely like an idea of where you want to use. So like let's get in through lower right, and I want to probably use top right. Okay, that's the call right there, right? If there's a deviation from that for like an obvious reason, then that's called afterwards. But like you guys need to be moving together at the same pace where you can see that information, you call that, and you can all react to it at the same time, and you all have to understand that you want to do it together as well, so that it all goes properly, right? So brown sugar here.
I think he's calling. He wants to go top right.
Okay, but what was the first call? What was the first call? Was it Zanza saying let's go lower, or was it brown sugar saying let's go top right or lower?
I think it was
He
a.
originally wanted to go lower. It was his call.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I didn't even
So
remember
it
that.
was his
Sorry.
call. So it was brown sugar's call to go lower, right? Let's just keep that in mind and see what kind of pathing we take.
Yeah,
If
because
we're on, like if we're walking together.
I feel like we were losing to this demo's stupid fucking spam out of here all the time.
Well, and that's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Like that's exactly what I'm trying to get at in a second. Not the demo specifically, but a bigger picture here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is chill. We're all together at the same time. Brown sugar is like wasting like 5 stickies on a guy lower. What the fuck? Okay, he needs the rest of his stickies for his push. Okay, but you guys are slowing down because he's reloading. That's fine. Like, this is all fine. Okay, right?
Mhm.
So you guys posture to use lower instead. Okay, now brown sugar is going up the stairs. You're following him. Okay, so you guys are moving at the same pace. Okay, Zanza misstepping here is really bad, first of all. And then, like, if you guys didn't do, I don't know why you guys are stepping off. It seems very obvious to me that, like, brown sugar changed his mind to go up the stairs. and go somewhere in this direction. So you literally just gotta keep following him up these stairs, and everything would be a-okay.
Okay.
You would probably have to use right here.
Well, we ate a spam from left, a rocket from left lobby. It
Oh my
looked
god,
like.
who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Literally, who cares? You have Uber. Okay, and when you guys walk up the staircase here, if I was Brown Sugar and I saw these three people up here, I would immediately call and use, and I expect, because of all the posturing that I was doing before, which you guys were doing a good job just until that like step off from the staircase, right? It wasn't spam, by the way. You physically with your fucking keyboard walked. I don't even know why you decided to do that. If there's a clear call to keep moving up here.
Yeah, I just saw the guy lower, and I automatically just did it. It was my bad. My bad. I agree, it was bad.
You see these three people top right here? That's the deviation, that like the only obvious deviation where you say, oh fuck it, like okay, we use top right here. Because there's no way these guys, if you were moving the pace you were like Brown Sugar was with before, you would have been like right here already. You would have bombed. These guys would have been caught top right. Like either they're near the spawn, and Brown Sugar traps off the spawn, and you guys crunch them together with the rest of his stickies and with your scout here, and hopefully with like a soldier. Boom, get their whole combo just obliterated, and then you play the last from there. Or they're caught like right in front of you, and you do a lot of damage immediately, and you clean up the kills anyways. Okay. So now it's still okay. You just need to. Oh my god. 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 I'm gonna rip my fucking hair out. So Brown Sugar jumps in with like 0 HP, really deep. Like he doesn't try to land in between his teammates, while like seeing if he can do a bit of both. Like see if I can catch people, but also not die instantly for it, because that would be feed. My team still needs me alive. If I'm alive on the last as a fucking demo, and we have this whole side, we can still play to win, because as demo I can trap the point, I can spam across. My scout can play off of that. People get baited onto the point, I dead, or I hit them with my spam, or I trap them. You know what I mean? So now you're down a demo to do all of that. So you might as well throw this fucking plan out the window that you were supposed to have in the post, where you play this side and then you play the point, right? And then okay, now even your medic dies because you guys were so committed with like low HP together, and you're not playing with your scout. And now it's just like cooked. Like I immediately would have just jumped out if I were you, Wiggy. There's nothing to do here anymore.
Yeah.
You literally have to like 2v6 here.
I kind of
it's
just
not
didn't process the information fast enough. Like,
happening.
yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, that's partially just because of your like lack of experience, but also partially like if that was happening to like a higher div player, it'd be because his team just colossally fucked up the push and was expecting that to go better, because that really shouldn't have gone that bad.
Yeah. I didn't, when I was bombing, Brown Sugar was dying after my jump, so it's like, oh shit.
Oh
Why?
my god, I almost had that cat. That was insane. Yeah, I understand. But okay, that cat time play was kind of neat. It did bring a lot of people back. But oh my god, what the fuck, Sugar? What the fuck? Why? Why? Oh my god, that's so feed, bro. That's so feed. Oh my god. So that cat time play, I liked it because even though like it was a bit of a scramble for the players that you had left over in the positioning, you only lost one scout in the end to bring all those players back and put like a insane amount of pressure. Like you almost won that round, first of all, but even though you didn't win, you brought all those players back. So everybody else who's alive, you need to understand that what Zanza did there, bringing all those players back, equals buying you guys time to set up on second so that you can do something when they come out. Okay? There's a lot of things in this game that you're gonna learn that are based off a timing window. And plays like that give you a window of time that didn't even exist before. If these guys kept going at the pace they were at and had nothing to worry about, they would have gone on second scot-free. But like with Zanz's play there, I think if you guys were, hopefully in the future when you're a better team, you would have had a plan to like come in and see if you could set up some kind of sack and pressure for that a little bit while still being able to leave. And these guys would have just been getting out the shutter by the time you're already ready to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No, totally.
yeah, so that's one reason why I love this game. If you can understand that, that's where the intricacies really come in. Where like Zanza's play there was risky, but like the reward there was really huge. And if you guys knew how to play off of it as a team, there would have been like a lot of cool things to happen off of it. But we're just at a level where we can't really appreciate what's going on yet. So we're just like Twitch chat where we see invite players like quote unquote feed, and we're just like, what the fuck are they doing? But it's shit like that where they actually are doing it with a purpose, and they do have a protocol for what to do with it, and you know, turn the game back into their favor. So because I noticed that the teams at lower levels had a much better idea of how to do it on mid, and you guys are doing like a great job right there. Like I love what I saw right there, right? Um,
Look how low I got the medic there. I'm so pissed.
that's whatever. That's okay. So now you guys hold on mid like comfortably, and you're even Ubers. So that's kind of where I expected things to be, sort of. Actually, a little bit better based off that situation going forward, but that's good. We go for a stack.
They
My team has
turbo
like
feed
a
Valley.
couple ways to pressure.
I think
Maybe we'll talk about that.
this is where I just beef a jump.
Alright.
Can we just skip this? It's so butt cheeks what I do here. Like, I'm going,
Sure.
and then I'm just not. Fucking-
Choco's seen me beef plenty of jumps in
Like,
Wii.
I know, but like, oh, it was so free, dude. We had the pressure.
My own soldiers, but I've beef jumps before. It's okay.
Right about jumping night tonight.
Other than that, like, I was fucking owning on the jumps.
There's like jumping into walls and shit today. Countdown is.
No, just like fucking up the rollout on Sunshine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but normally very consistent on it. Just I don't know what it was today. I just hit it like kind of fucked it up on the first mid, and like every mid after that, like I hit a successful one like maybe 3 times, 2 times, but I don't know. I would just miss that last slide up the hill, just fuck it up. When normally like it's probably one of like my most consistent. It just just didn't work out.
That's okay. It's genuinely a really hard rollout, IMO. Like I have a feel for it, so like I don't. When I play roamer, I don't like not go for it. I go for it pretty often.
Well, I think I go for it.
I think
Except
I
for the
die
mid that we
here.
commit to double bombing.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
Okay. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's literally our job to defend. So why are we offending? You, as like in this position, you need to just play as the defending team, and then understand like when you guys are the ones holding second, how to like play off the fact that they have to aggress first to hopefully bait them into like getting some opportunistic kills for yourself. Like you guys just lingered in the choke there for a really long time, and you didn't have much to do after they backed out. When you're defending, especially if I'm playing like soldier, I'm really just waiting. Like I might apply some spam, right? But I'm waiting for them to start like sending their sack and pressuring, because that is instantly when I'm just gonna jump and land near the choke and like bomb the choke, and see if someone overextended a little too hard where I can like juggle them in and kill them, or I'm just gonna do my sack right there, right? Because maybe they leave the door open, or maybe they're in just a little bit too deep, and I have a good timing and shit like that. So that's how, like, as the defender, you take advantage of that. But we're just like, the defender still has this like this burden where they can also like fuck it up if they just like linger too long when they go for that. So that's what happened there, and you need to be very careful about that. Only commit to what you see, that's what you know should work. You can still spot and then fade in time there.
Yeah.
Where is this team planning to go? Okay, they're all coming in. Lower right. Okay. Note for whoever like becomes scout on your team, I genuinely recommend getting a level 1 in the right spot first is usually better than getting like a level 2 to 3 in the wrong spot, like an immediate spot. even a level 1 sentry is really good. I mean, it's literally aimbot. That's your invite player, right?
Fuck soldiers up.
Yes.
Screw your jumps so fucking bad, even if it's just a level 1.
Yeah. So if you guys are already holding properly, as long as the gun, even if it's level 1, as long as it's in the right place and you guys are in the right place, like playing around the gun, that thing will work. Obviously not as like crazy as like a level 2 or a 3, but like it doesn't just stop knocking back the and aimbotting the soldier, you know. So I just want to mention that because like I think better teams will either take advantage of the fact that like you were playing out of the century, um, if you do that, and that's why they'll force your med usually, or like you don't have like maybe if you're down some players, maybe you didn't have enough players to hold the doors in the right positions or whatever, or like they'll just spam the gun first because it's outwards, like in the way open, rather than like in like the it's like goat spot first. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, the sentry still kind of comes in clutch there, but like, oh, now you guys are down 2 soldiers. Oh man, it would be so much better to have this. You could still run the sniper actually, but like you could just use these 2 picks to get until it's second for free with a scout. Okay, Danny gets on scout, which is a good adaptation. It's like fine that Zanza's still on sniper, but now you can kind of like play off of it. But what's scary is that you only have 2 scouts for holding, so you really need to leverage this pick because like this pick is making up for the fact that you're down a scout. Yes, I know it's 6v5, but like if I'm offending, like if I'm the other team against your comp right now and like a 6v6, I'd be like I'd be hungry on that sack. Like I'd be really looking forward to like what we can accomplish on it because you guys only have 1 scout to take advantage of. So if that sniper doesn't hit like the crazy shots ever, then like we can get like a lot of picks or like a picks in a force probably pretty easily.
I on this spot, I bombed choke and landed a good rocket, and I was ready to sack there, but we called this off. I didn't know why we couldn't, aggress
Just
there.
if there's a timing, but I mean, well, I mean, actually, I'm fine with you fading, but
Denza was going back to swap league.
I see.
like, I mean, yeah, that too. Oh no.
I wasn't aware of the guy behind. I think I missed the
Oh, that's
call.
not
I
good. That's not
airshot
good.
that
That's
guy
not
though.
good. Beast. Yeah,
This is this weird part where like we do a lot of work in choke. I think.
bro, can we get someone to wrap through choke and just bomb from behind? Hello? You guys are not. You guys aren't even trying here to like your head's not in the game right now. Okay, they're down a player. Count and spot where they are. Their whole combos in Valley where they were trying to pressure and like an extra. Normally there's supposed to be people choke. And then there's one guy, Cafe. You have an opening to choke here because these guys aren't backing up fast enough, and since nobody is choke, you can not only is it like a nice jump because of just the geometry of the choke for you, but you can instantly hit like a really good timing where like maybe on the way that they're leaving you land on them, or you just get in behind without them even like calling it because they're so focused. Like this is where all their vision is. So I need my soldiers here to like instantly after that soldier died, like try to be thinking about where
You
they
gotta
can
grab
get
it a
into the
pack.
counter. Yeah, that's fine. So if Calvinus has to grab a pack, then like Wiggy, you have to do it. Um,
Yeah.
you're really healthy, but like now this sucks because that play should have happened like 10 seconds ago. So it's about seeing these things like again, like I said, a lot of things are in like windows of time that you have to take advantage of, and we need to start getting you up to speed of like understanding the game states and like looking for openings like in a timely manner. Because if you didn't see that 10 seconds ago, it doesn't matter if you see it now.
Yeah,
You can do
because
it.
look where I'm at, what I'm thinking about, right?
Right. Like now it's a lot harder of a play to do, right?
Yeah. I was
Like
scared though
LeBron can
because
sack.
when you take a sack, like we were all the way back in lobby. Like, I didn't know what to do. And that really is just a lack of me knowing what the fuck to do. It sucks. But you're totally right.
When there was a guy back in lobby behind you guys.
No, so like yeah, cause when I airshot the guy like in front of shutter, and then all I saw from my perspective was the valley guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. From there, like I don't know. I just didn't process it. I was thinking about bombing valley, and then I saw the
Okay.
stickies in front of me.
You know what was the problem there is you guys just don't know how to deal with what do we do in a 5v6 and a guy went behind us. That's it. That's literally the problem.
Yeah.
So do you have the solution? Like do you have a protocol for that? What is your
There,
idea?
There isn't really any protocol or any defaults yet at all,
Right.
so
So I mean, mostly only for IM it's like kind of okay. Like we used to start thinking about these kinds of things, but like at least for me, winning main like really getting stuff down on like situations like this where it's honestly kind of commonplace or like basic enough to where you really should start to have an answer for it is extremely important because um, you need to like in this situation if every person doesn't understand what they should be doing or trying to be accomplishing with their role, that's not good.
I
Um,
think that's kind of the hard part though, is because like I don't really know the answer for everybody or how to
yeah,
articulate
yeah,
that as their TL
you
too,
don't.
you
That's
know?
okay. That's okay. That's normal. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, not even like all of the main teams would know how like very well how to deal with that. But I'm telling you from how my team played. Like I want Zanzibar's to be the one like the most worried about that guy getting in. Like I want like I would be holding Valley probably from the point. My beam would be on me. My beam would also be very like conscious about the guy behind. Um, my soldier would be ready to like I think my soldier would be spawning cafe and ready to like fade or bomb in a door. That like they try to pressure through. Just but like we're also positioned in a way where we're like we can see the stuff happen when it's necessary, but we're not like too close to a door that's like just where we're like open to be shot from in the back. You know what I mean? It's like you need to start like thinking about how to answer all these kinds of things. So
Okay.
I was thinking when I saw that situation happen, I thought like, oh, that's interesting. Like, so they're getting a person behind. I really like that play from them. So now, what's even more interesting is how are you guys gonna deal with it? Because you guys are on the back foot. So um,
Yeah.
it's I think a lot of it will you can start you can stem first from the positioning, and you can solve a lot of it just from the positioning alone, honestly. And then what will you do when you see this or that happen? Is like the next step.
This is funny what happens in lobby.
Oh, that sucks.
This guy misses everything.
That's awesome.
It's
That's
still
really
funny.
bad.
Yeah, but
That's
watch,
really bad.
watch. I get the pick though.
I'm not watching your POV the whole time. I'm gonna
I know.
see.
I'm just keep saying.
Blah blah blah. That's fine. Oh, okay, we picked that guy off. You see, like that guy's gonna die or should die for that. No way he lives. No way he lives. Okay, next time you guys kill that guy. But like plays like that, like those soldiers tried to play off of each other and see if they could accomplish something. Like depending on how people were baited out there, or how you guys were positioned, or what damage they got, and like a combination of all those things. On the first bomb is like what's gonna help the second guy determine if he should commit or not, right? And like it's clear to me that they're thinking about that. Well, at least I hope they are. Maybe they're just like perma bombers and don't actually like have a rhyme or reason for everything. Like that guy just fucking fed. and now they're taking an like what is this from blue? Like, come on, can we get fucking serious? You guys are down 3 and you're taking an exchange. Come on, man. Like, that's just stupid. You know why it's stupid? Because if you guys don't, oh my god, your fucking demo fucking feeds here, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, so, dude, I'm actually crashing out over this. It's like, all that needs to happen there for you guys is you don't feed, you get the cap, like, you should probably stack to deny those players. And then since there's Ubers off the table, it's actually worse for these people, especially if you do deny. If you, let's say that you just keep going, and oh sorry, let me back up for a second. Let's say that you deny them, and you go in and they have Uber, right? It's still difficult because these guys are gonna exchange, and the people rolling out are gonna come in and probably be there for the post, unless you do everything really really fast. So that was just so stupid from them. So that's a good example of what not to do when you're down 2 or 3, because they could have saved that Uber to exchange on second here, and actually hold on to second. But now you guys should be punishing this, where you deny these players, you have a 6v4, and they have no soldiers, so you walk through these doors, you win the 6v4, you either push them out or get picks, whatever you need to do, and then now they're on last and you're on their second. So, missed opportunity here, and nope, we don't stack. That's, yeah. So, after I explain all of that, like, you guys gotta be looking where you were positioned that time and be asking yourself, like, why was I even doing that, you know? Because that's like a big picture thing that I think like your main caller has to understand very much as well. So like you can call that ahead of time, get people to do that thing, and you know be rewarded with more and more off of that, whether it's more picks, more space, more points, like control points, whatever. But yeah, our demo's meeting them really close. We should be supporting him. He actually kind of fed a little. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little too much. I think he just like didn't really know that Ubers were like not that close, so or what their percentage was generally. So I think he just fed. You don't need to be looking top left here as well, or committing to right and then having like a soldier scout being top left. Now you guys gotta like cross galaxies getting back to your position, and they don't do anything off of it, so it doesn't matter. Fucking beast. Holy shit. Oh, that sucks. Well, yeah, see, so like having just a gun up, just for the sake of having a gun up, fucking blows. They didn't even protect the demo or help him hold the door in the first place, and then they still were able to spam it even through like 2 players. So it would have been really nice if like we just had the gun up and then we just played around it. Like you spent all that time like doing that, then they come in and take all the space, no gun, no anything, and then like you have to take disadvantageous fights, and if you don't like win those coin flips on like countering everything, counter bombing, counter shooting, whatever, it's just really tough to hold on to that last, so
Yeah.
you lose in the end. Mm-mm. So I think, hmm, we could talk about holds on this map as an order so far.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be the last time I rewind because I'm taking a while.
Okay.
I just don't want to hold up for too long. I just want to think about what to do there.
I think we call a double bomb here.
I'll see what we do here.
We
Haven't seen
didn't call a
anything.
double bomb. I wouldn't. There's no way I would have gone cafe, like on top of cafe roof. If we called double. I would have waited in the valley and then bombed off the wall.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we end up having to play to absorb the soldiers here, and our demo looks across. I mean, honestly, this is correct. It actually, okay, it's like a complete like trade of results right after that, and then here, we just barely start to lose the last like DM fights. Oh, Danny's still alive though. Brown sugar walks back. Okay, what? Yo, brown sugar, hello. Like,
He still
what?
pipes him. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong? Like, dude, at least like figure out where your fucking scout is and like play next to him. Jesus Christ.
Brown Sugar's the soldier player, right? Or they play
Yes.
soldier?
Yeah.
But they also at least play demo. They play both basically, but mostly soldier. Okay. Stevens. We got nothing to do here but talk about what we want to do after we get left. So, okay.
This is the call to drive by, but I think we're slow.
Why would you try here? You're just pressuring, aren't you?
I think we thought it was less even than it was.
Bro.
I don't know. Just
What is it?
It was Sugar's call.
I think
Really?
this was
understand
actually
myself.
my call. This was mine. Because I'm fucking bad at the game. But we were talking about like
You don't dry on evens.
Yeah, if you want to pressure, you go Valley. Like I was confused, but I was just following the call.
If you want to pressure, you can go anywhere. But like,
I like Valley.
why did we?
Maybe it was Wiggy's call to try, but it was Brown Sugar's call to go cafe to do it
I just don't even know.
instead of Valley.
it was supposed to turn into a sack. That's what we were saying. Like let's try to maybe drive this in, but
I said
turn it
that
into
after the call.
yeah, but that's like what we went
That is
with.
a weird way to say
Oh
it.
yeah, the call
Yeah, I
was
don't-
pressure into a sack.
Essentially, that's what it was. But we're fucking stupid enough, and I am, where we're like, let's try fight.
Pressure into a sack turned into let's all hold W through doors and just fucking feed and die. 'Cause who cares about playing this game properly, right?
I was the
That's what I
sacker
thought.
to choke, but I don't know what
I think
happened.
it's more important that you're with us just so you can jump through the door.
I'm not even sure if your team was pressuring by the time you sacked. TBH. There was still your demo was putting a stick above the door to clear the traps, and your scout was like trying to assist with that. And I'm not sure if you guys okay, maybe it's like your experience, but like I'm already expecting like or thinking about when I peek the cafe and do shit like that, like a soldier to bomb on the right side of that ledge there, and you guys literally got double bombed in there and just completely blew up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I got the force. I just don't. I didn't know all that was happening that way.
that's fine. I mean, at least you get the force. But it's like actually insane. We just went from second to like back here
Yeah.
to that. So I was like, let's just not do that again. Really not moving fast enough here. Should still be going out anyway though. Yep, walk up. Or okay, hive mind scouts. I guess. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, if you knew Branch was gonna be safe walking up the ramp, but oh, if you knew he was gonna be safe walking up the stairs, I think that was okay. Wow, that was the greatest pencil. Oh, but they still dropped their demo as well. Very, 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 very bad way to end. Okay, I said I wouldn't rewind, but this is like very vital. Because I mean, we're going to be taking exchanges in this level, so I need to like explain what we should be doing there and how that was going wrong.
I need to stand up for a second. BRB.
Yep, it's okay. Okay. So like,
We thought it was more ad than it was, so
Right.
we wanted to chase deep into cafe.
so even okay, that's a good thought to have though. Like, if you right now you're like, okay, I think it's ad. Let's try to use it, right? So if you think it's ad, and you're saying shit like that, let's say that you do use and you're right in front of a team. What's your next thought? It's probably like, oh shit, like wait, these people might have. We should like back up. So you should already think about that ahead of time. And again, it goes back into the idea of like protocols where if you do use, what are you gonna try to do with the Uber? And like, depending on your situation, like what is your next step? So if you end right in their face to try to get them to use, what are you gonna do after that? How are you gonna position? Who's gonna be in the Uber? Who's gonna be out? Stuff like that. So that you accomplish the goal at the end of like, I don't know. It really just depends on what you want to do. But it's here you get forced. You don't exactly use. I mean, it should be a use on you, but your medic is like really slow because he's tanking your demo a lot and just like lagging behind in general. So here it's like, is what you need to ask yourself, okay, what am I gonna do with this Uber? Because it's not being really taken on my terms. Do you agree? Like, this is not how you wanted to take a Uber, right?
Yeah.
So now you need to figure out, okay, what do I do now to make up for this? Like, should we back up now based on the positioning? Do I still think I can go and enforce? Am I gonna try and do that? Keyword try, like you don't have to commit to it. You like take a few shots, see how it goes. And how am I going to communicate all of this when I'm doing it? Who do I expect to be in and out of this? And where do I want to be at the end of this? Like all this stuff. So that's what needs to be going through your head right now. And honestly, it sounds like a lot, but it honestly can be quite simplified through like just am I going in or out, going for the force, and how am I leading? Like just like that, right? Like you do that kind of naturally in game. So like here, I would just be like bailing out way faster. I think you getting juggled here is kind of the key, like nail in the coffin here. But also like because you were not out early enough, I don't think our team had like a great setup to like help you in the post. Also, you were just like right in front of their combo, so I don't think you had to go that deep. Maybe not even commit that much at all for the force, because I think it's an experience thing, so maybe it's hard to say for you, but like at least for me, I feel like if I would use right here, and I think they're already turning the corner quite a bit, I'd keep it to cafe, and like I'll keep holding W if they're right in front of me, and try to go for a meat shot or two. But if not, I would just back out instantly, so that if they walk back in immediately, I'm already like by Valley by the time they're like coming cafe. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of positioning my team or like me and my medic would need to get out of there alive. If I'm like any closer, it's really scary for the both of us. And then I don't want to get collapsed on in the post, and now I'm this side on second, and now we all just die, so they're gonna cap second for free, and now I'm actually holding last on this side. So it was quite chaotic. But if it works out, it's great. Nice. Okay. So I like that. We had a good stack there, and even though you guys are still gonna have to hold last, at least for now it seems, this is actually a pretty good like turnaround compared to the last situation. So I would much rather be ad and still having to hold my own last than disad and thinking, fuck, how the hell are we gonna pull off this hold versus like huge ad.
Yay me.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Said yay me.
You're building really slowly. Yeah, you are. Oh, that's alright. I thought you were just like, oh wait, no. It looks like you want to do something here. So it looks like we're going lower left. So okay, use cool. Oh, we're shooting different things. We're shooting different. Oh, okay. Okay, Brown Sugar went really, really deep. Honestly, if you're full committed with him, I don't even know if you'd barely catch him in time, especially because he was all
I don't
over
think we would.
here. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, your demo really needs to learn how to like path properly in the Ubers and when and how and why. If you get him, but that can be fixed. Uh, I know some demos that are an IM and maybe a trying main. I think they're good, but they still have like problems like that that I think are extremely important to demo gameplay. Food fight. Like this is just like this is like a nothing
Yeah.
it's whatever. So you should have fast forwarded. Okay. Last mid, I assume. Unless we 5-3 in 3 minutes.
We should win this round.
Oh. I want to flew that.
Forget what happens here. What do we do on this mid?
Hey.
I think this is where I kill the scout. I land on that scout and we
Nice.
just own him.
Pretty cool. The soldier's feeding. I like. After you get that kill, you see another soldier. Or I like how when you guys rotate there, they're pretty far away from you. Like the general like combo of their team. Like the bulk of their team, like 4 players, are really far away. You guys are playing together. You get a pick. There's a soldier bombing really far ahead of his team, so I like that you guys just sit there and get that free kill. You're already weak anyway, so like I don't want to see anybody holding W. From here, you already won the mid. You just need to first get healthy, like keep your positioning, and what's even better is you're on their side. But these guys are screwed. Like they don't really have anywhere good to leave. So after you guys get all that sorted out, then you can clean these guys up. And we're shooting different things. But we still come out on top. Okay. Really don't want to see our demo die there, but I don't like the way he like held W like out on a wide angle like that. But I think one of you scouts probably should have been hovering him anyway.
I think there on that mid, it's kind of too complicated to explain, but never mind.
It's okay. Well, this is a very good textbook situation to be in. You get in, get your spots, after you get buffed, you get ready to use somewhere.
This is where we really clean it up.
Oh, I like this, because you're gonna have a lot of Uber left to like hold the side.
I'm owning them on the right. We talked about that on our first Wift Uber, and we made that adaptation to leave me right.
Well, it wasn't everything.
I called that like during the first Uber that we needed a soldier on the right door.
Actually, I think my Soldier Chief does that, but I like don't see it very well, like very well to actually like know that. I remember doing that specifically a couple times, but it's funny because I don't think I always do that as Soldier, like as much of like a habit. Maybe it is.
This is where we call the double.
It was like a slot mid. I'm not even lying.
Yeah. I think our bomb was nuclear back there, but I don't know what
No, it
happened on the
was.
combo side.
Well, some mids they just send their own aggression back, and it just becomes like a Rook versus Train.
Yeah.
Unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Immovable object, yeah.
We get both of these, yeah. I feel like we beat this team on Benny config. We 5-1 this team on Metalworks too.
You beat this team after a good review. Methinks.
Yeah.
You guys have the DM against this team for sure. Well, actually, DM is kind of all-encompassing. I don't mean just pure mechanics. I kind of mean like, actually, if I think about like if I try to put everybody together and think about the way that you guys are pathing, fighting together, like who you're shooting, target, like all that, they could do some work for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot of it was on you guys. It's like brown sugar, like giving me A's.
Yeah. Hey, Jim.
Alright, now ignore everything Choco just said.
True.
Let's run it
True.
back. You give us a review and then we compare notes.
Yeah, true.
True.
Jim, if you're gonna fucking sandbag in my IM scrims like you did last time, you better play soldier, you bitch ass. You better give it to me fucking as hard as you can.
Pause. Holy
No
fuck.
pause. All gas, no brakes, no curveball, no changeup, just straight gas. Play soldier, or I'm baiting a scrim next time you're there. We're leaving. I'm telling you.
You don't want that.
Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm showing up to your fucking house. I'm not even screwing. That's what I tell my newbies. I say, if you guys let your bed die on this mid, I'm dating others.
That's crazy.
I need to go to bed pretty soon. Do you have the point of view of your like main caller?
I can ask.
I'm gonna end the recording now.
She did record it actually.
Is there anything we want to add to the end of this, guys? Any key points?
What did I miss while I was gone?
And you'll see it in the recording.
Okay.
One more thing. I feel like there was a lot of times where we were shooting different things. Like my scouts, I really want you guys to call your focus in like every situation. I feel like I kind of take over and do that a lot. I shouldn't have to do that for my death cam, or you know what I mean. If it's just you two guys alive, or on mids and shit, you guys are there to like clean shit up. So it's really important that we're killing people as fast as we can. GG.